guys, I'm here with my boo sister, y'all. We back for another vlog to answer some of your anticipated questions.
An architect can't be an architect if he ain't built and then you can ask me about it.
Guys, what's up? This is Gina Ifoe, the one and only African superstar. I'm back at it again. I'm back at Shy Hills with one of my rollies. Look, sister, y'all, look, she got the boots, huh? I got my boots. These are from the one and only Freestyle. We back here at Shy Hills. And yes, I want to answer some of your questions. A lot of you guys have reached out to me about the situation with the Black Americans property that was demolished. And we kind of want to go over that as well as other information about buying land here in Ghana. So I'm back at Shy Hills. You guys will remember I was here a few weeks ago, once again with Sister Ya. Yes. And we also have another guest with us today, Coach One. He's representing from Cincinnati, Ohio. We got him out here on the land to show him what it is. So obviously some of you guys have heard about the situation and you have been asking me about it. And what I want to say, I'm going to get Sister Ya to co-sign. You know, she is the person who has been helping a lot of even you with your land. Some of you guys have reached out to me, reached out to her, and we're happy to help you with that. So let's get to the site and then we'll get into the video. So you guys remember we covered this on my last visit to Shy Hills.
And
what happened to the wall, Sister Ya?
Okay. There's something that is prefab. So the pieces are made somewhere and then transported here, and then they just
stick them up.
Yeah. But whoever did the job for this family did not do a good job, and they didn't put the pillars deep enough into the ground. So a strong wind, strong storm came
and knocked down the wall.
And just,
guys, I had to actually look for some socks to put these boots on. I have not worn these boots since I left the UK back in November. We had a little bit of rain earlier today, which it doesn't look like it came out here. So I just wanted to be prepared. So I talk to you guys sometimes about, you know, being present, and I think it's very important. It's unfortunate that the man, this is his land. It's a whole acre. And the family's from Chicago, from what I understand. And as Sister Ya said, the wall was not constructed well. So when the storm came, it basically just toppled their wall. So this translates into wasted money, because now this needs to be fixed instead of it being done well. I don't know if the people have been here to see their property. Now, in the distance, we can actually see Sister Ya has a construction company with her husband, and they utilize traditional building methods. So this wall that we're coming up on was actually constructed by Sister Ya's construction company, Ankomah Premium. Okay, so let's have a look at Sister Ya's wall. Now this wall was able to sustain that very same storm that took down the other wall. It kind of reminds me of the Three Little Bears, I think, where you huff and puff and blow it down. Three Little Pigs. Okay. Look, y'all, it's been a long time since I was a little kid. Okay. All right, Sister Ya, go ahead and tell us about your wall and why your wall was able to make it.
So this sister lives in California. She hasn't even been here yet. This was about 2 years ago. She contacted me and said, Sister Ya, I'm sending you the money, get my 2 plots of land and put my wall up.
Okay, so this is 2 plots here. Okay.
And so she hired our company to handle everything for her. I still have her documents. She haven't even come here to collect them.
Wow.
She said she's coming.
Do you see how trustworthy she is? Look at that.
She said she's coming, so I'm holding it for her. But at the end of the day, I put her wall up for her, and you see, this is why I prefer the traditional freaking mortar. And I'm not trying to put down any other method of building. There's a lot of alternative methods coming up now. Like you see the easy wall, and people doing the containers, and people doing the what they call rammed earth. A lot of things. I know people are trying to cut the cost down because the brick and mortar is expensive.
Yeah.
I personally, my personal opinion, this is what I prefer.
Okay. So when it comes time, I know you did a video. You guys can check Ankomah Premium's YouTube channel. She did an extensive video where she showed her property that her husband and her have erected here in Ghana. There's not yet a fence at their property, but you will probably you'll do a fence like this.
We were able to not start with the fence because my husband's brothers already live on the property.
Actually,
so, you know,
you had security, right?
Security there,
absolutely.
So we could focus on that
building the house first and then do the wall. Okay.
If you're not here, it's ideal that
to put a fence once
up.
You get your
land.
land.
On our particular land, we put pillars. We mark where your borders are.
Okay.
And you are not in danger of anybody coming onto this land because we don't have any dispute on this land. We don't have any issues of who owns it.
Yes.
Not registered. You know what I'm saying?
So sister, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the meat and the potatoes, because you know that obviously a lot of people have reached out to you about the situation of the person's property being demolished, and it's kind of being spun that it was like Black Americans are being targeted on their land here, and a lot of people are being concerned. And obviously we are, you know, involved with land deals and recommending, you know, this land to others. So can you just briefly touch on, you know, what is that situation? Is this true, or how should we proceed from here?
It's true that the property got knocked down. That's an undisputed fact. What's not true is that African Americans or diasporans are being targeted. Okay, that's not true. We are here from all over, from the UK, from the Caribbean, from America, from Canada. Our people are here from Trinidad and Tobago. We are here, okay? And nobody is targeting us for anything dealing with taking
land,
our property from us. So this was an isolated incident, and I don't really know. I've heard
the details, right?
I've heard a lot of different things about why it happened. It was the government, it was the local traditional
leader
government that had something to do with it. What is not true is that it had something to do with being taken to give to some Europeans to build LGBTQ hotel. I don't know where that comes from, because at the end of the day, that type of lifestyle, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but it's against the law here in Ghana. So there's no way the government can be taking somebody's property and then
to accommodate that.
For the purpose of allowing somebody to.
The reason.
I don't know the reason why that happened on that particular land. I don't know. I've heard different stories. Some people from Cape Coast have told me that the people had already been notified that they were going to be coming for that land. And that happens a lot here in Ghana. But I don't know if people know anything called eminent domain. So, and that's a law that's in America. It's in the Caribbean islands.
Where the government can take over lands if they need to.
If they have a superseding governmental interest in it and they need it, then they will take it. And that's not isolated to Ghana. That can happen where you live right now. You understand what I'm saying? So
obviously I know you have dealt with, at this point, probably hundreds of diasporans searching for land here in Ghana, selling land to people, doing construction work for people. You know, should this be concerning to people that are interested in getting land here in Ghana?
No.
What is also the leasehold? We hear a lot about this. Oh, you don't really own land in Ghana. You can only lease it for 50 years, this whole kind of thing. And it's making people fearful. So can you touch on that?
Okay. So that one has to do with our Western way of thinking about land as opposed to indigenous people's way of thinking about land. Even the Native American didn't look at it as owning the land. You live on the land and you use the land. So and over here in Ghana, we do leasehold because it's the original people who own the land who are the owners of the land. Let me give you an example. In Accra, the area that you know as Accra is owned by the people, the Ghana people. Mm-hmm. But you see all types of hotels and
businesses
erected, things that have been there for more than 50 years,
right,
that are owned by foreigners, right?
Yeah.
They have a leasehold because per the Constitution of Ghana, that land can never be taken from the Ghana people. At the end of the day, all the Ghana people can do is give you a lease for a certain amount of years. But your lease renews at the end of the period. You understand? There's no record of anybody coming after 50 years
and saying, get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for building this big high-rise apartment building. Now we're taking it because you're 50 years and stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that incident that happened in Cape Coast, I don't know the details. I don't know why it happened, so I don't really feel comfortable
getting into
speaking on, but that's an anomaly. That's right. And I don't know why, because even their 50 years wasn't up, so it was something else going on with that land. You understand what I'm saying? And I guess they will figure it out and work it out, but it shouldn't hinder anybody, because the rest of us are here, we're living, we're building, and we got people that have been here 40 years.
Correct.
And so on and so forth. So don't take that one incident and just blanket as, I don't want to
come to Ghana, I don't want to come to Africa. Right.
It's not right.
Thank you, Sister Y'all, for all your expertise. Not only is she beautiful, but she's smart, she's trustworthy. This is my right hand. You see my right hand? This is my girl. I don't just bring anybody to you guys. I have confidence in her, and that's why I would give her, the platform on my channel. So, guys, as we heard from Sister Y'all, and again, hold on, one more thing.
I wanted to say, even Ghanaians. So my husband is actually a member of a royal family.
Mr. Ankomah.
And on his mother and father's side, he's a royal. Royal, what they call royal blood. Like, he's a member of a royal family on his mom and dad's side. And they own land. Like, they are the traditional rulers in their area, in the central region. And they have a vast land, right? All they can do, even with another Ghanaian, is give the Ghanaian a leasehold. They can never give away that land. You understand what I'm saying? It will always be inherited by their descendants. So all they can do is give somebody, even another Ghanaian, a lease. Like where my husband and I are building our house, it's not on their family land. It's actually in a Accra region. So my husband being a Ghanaian, guess what? He had to get a lease. Because that traditional family, the original family on the land, they can't give it away. All they can do is say, and that's per the Constitution. But the renewal, it will renew. You understand? At the end of the time, my husband and I can will this. Our children can inherit. Our grandchildren can inherit. Nobody is going to come to take it from them in 99 years. You understand? So I wonder, it's just a different way that they handle land than what we do. We are very much influenced by Europeans when it comes to ownership and land, and we think mine, you know what I mean? But who really owns the earth? You understand what I'm saying? So what the leasehold does is says that you can never kick out the local people, the indigenous people, but that property is yours. You understand what I'm saying? That's it.
I got you. Okay. So guys, I wanted to make this video just to make sure that we acknowledge some of your concerns. I don't have time to respond via text or email all of you, but I definitely wanted to, discuss this with Sister Y'all, because in my opinion, she's very well versed in this. She's, again, helped hundreds of diasporians, just like the property we're in. The person from California has never set foot here, sent money to Sister Y'all, told her, hey, build my wall. All these things, Sister Y'all has done them, even in the absence of the owner. And what I personally want to say about the situation in Cape Coast is there's two sides to the story. Okay? There's two sides to the story. We don't know all the details. The video that's currently circulating does not give any context to what's happening. It shows the demolition. It doesn't show or give any information as to what led up to that. There's no government officials. We don't know if that place was zoned for commercial or residential. And I encourage you guys, as always, to analyze information and not just run with these trends. But I know how y'all like clickbait. That's why I got to put these sensational thumbnails and titles, because that's what y'all like and that's what y'all respond to, But all I can say is, when it comes down to it, I'm dealing and associated with trustworthy people, If you are interested in this particular land, from what I understand, it's over 500 acres that are currently available here at Shy Hills, then please do send me an email at afrikansuperstar@gmail.com, and me and Sister Y'all will help you get sorted out. And, again, we're trustworthy. She's been coming to Ghana for over 10 years. She's married to a Ghanaian. She delivers on everything that she says. I've been here since 2020, and I rarely bring anybody in front of you. If it's not someone I personally would do business with or personally can trust, I never recommend them to my audience. So big shout out to the family. Look at this rich brown soil, ripe for the farming. Oh yes, get yours today. Hit me up and let's get it done. Shout outs to the African Superstar family members that have already gotten their plots of land. If you are dealing through Sister Ya and I, this is where your land will be. So Shy Hills. That concludes this vlog. Until we meet again, stay black and true. If you ain't black, just stay true.